So the big story right now, the emergency meeting that was being held at the Delhi Lieutenant Governor's residence is now over. It lasted for about 1 hour, we're told. Delhi's Chief Secretary was at that meeting, as was the Additional Secretary of Home, and the Special Police Commissioner Intelligence was also at that meeting. Now, the Lieutenant Governor had been tasked with the job of somehow trying to bring these protests to an end. This has been a source of major embarrassment for the Delhi Police, is top establishment, and indeed the Home Ministry that is the overarching authority that controls the Delhi Police. It's being monitored. It's a protest that's been monitored very closely by the centre, as well as it is now continuing into its sixth hour. In fact, it began shortly after 11 o'clock this morning, and it's almost 6 o'clock now. This unprecedented demonstration had the centre on its toes. It's also caught the attention of the courts. The Delhi High Court, in fact, stepping in and issuing notices to both the Bar Council of India as well as the Delhi Bar Council, and it will be taking up that matter in court. Now, Neeta Sharma and Saurabh Shukla joining us at this point with the latest on that, developing story, growing story, whatever you choose to call it. Saurabh, to you first. You were tracking that meeting at the Lieutenant Governor's residence. What are we hearing? All right, we'll try and get back to Saurabh in a moment, but I believe Neeta continues to be with us. Neeta, what's the latest?
Yes, Ankita, the latest is that this meeting is now over. A detailed reply was made by Delhi Police, and, it was given to the Lieutenant Governor, who has been tasked by the Union Home Ministry to diffuse the situation, because now, as you were rightly saying, it's a big embarrassment for the central government also. The way this protests now are, panning out. Now we're seeing the families of these police officers also marching towards India Gate from Kasturba Gandhi Marg. They're marching towards India Gate. So it is going to lead into a big showdown kind of a situation. So that is why the Lieutenant Governor was assigned by the Union Home Ministry to, diffuse the situation. So now this meeting is over. So some kind of reassurances would be coming from Delhi Police side. I again spoke to the Union Home Secretary, Mr. Ajay Bhalla. He again, said the same thing what he had told us this afternoon, that already a judicial inquiry has been initiated in this incident, and the inquiry is supposed to get over within 6 weeks, and so before that nothing can happen. As far as the development is concerned as to what is happening outside ITO, outside police headquarters, the Ministry of Home Affairs is keeping a close watch on the situation. But it's quite an embarrassing situation. This kind of protest in Delhi, I have covered Delhi police for almost 1.5 decades now. I've never seen such kind of protest. I was speaking to some senior police officers. They were saying nowhere in the country such protest has happened, wherein a police force have protested outside its own police headquarters, barring aside once in Lucknow, when there was a protest, a showdown between PSC and army, in which the weapons were also taken out by both the forces. So barring that incident, there has been no such incident. So this is a very unique incident. If you read its symbolism, it just goes on to show that as far as Delhi police personnel are concerned, they have very little faith in their leadership. So as far as Mr. Amulya Patnaik is concerned, his chair, is now at stake. He has to give an explanation as to Union Home Ministry as to why this incident escalated to such an extent. Ankita?